Public Administration Ministry. BNP in hot soup and Oikofront dismantling comments Obaidul Qadir visiting January 19th rally venue. High Court rejects writ petition challenging oath-taking of members elected to 11th Parliament. Foreign diplomats to fully cooperate with new government and support Bangladesh in peace, development and prosperity, informs Foreign Minister at briefing. Development work of Kuakata municipality apace. Construction of Paira Bridge to establish uninterrupted road communication across country, bringing dynamism to tourism. Theresa May survives confidence vote, urges Parliament members to work unitedly for Brexit. And Juventus win Italian Super Cup championship, beating AC Milan by lone goal. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. I'm Samia Abuni.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nuzat Sharmin. You just heard the headlines. Now we'll move on to news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has emphasized on establishing good governance and craft free administration to build a developed and prosperous country, instructing the authorities concerned to take stern actions against the corrupt. She said this while addressing officials of the Public Administration Ministry at Bangladesh Secretariat in Dhaka this morning. Sheikh Hasina, who is also in charge of the Public Administration Ministry, paid her first visit to the ministry after her re-election as the Prime Minister for the fourth time. Through the visit to the Public Administration Ministry, the Premier started her program of visiting the ministries during her new term of office. The Prime Minister said her government has raised the salary allowances and other facilities of the government employees manifold. The Prime Minister said her government has adopted zero-tolerance policy against terrorism, militancy and narcotics, while it declared a war against corruption. Government's fight against terrorism and graft will continue, she asserted. She told the authorities concerned if anybody is indulged in corruption, proper action will have to be taken against him or her. Sheikh Hasina also laid stress on promoting the government officials on the basis of their efficiency. Terming training as very important for the government officials, the Prime Minister underscored the need for imparting long-term training to them to achieve their efficiency. Saying that the Public Administration Ministry is the heart of the serving the people, the Prime Minister directed the officials and employees of the ministry to work with efficiency to serve the country. She stressed on using modern technology and digital system to ensure transparency and accountability at all spheres of the administration. The Prime Minister expressed her determination to celebrate Golden Jubilee of the country's independence in 2021 by establishing Bangladesh as a hunger and poverty-free country and build Bangladesh as a developed and prosperous one by 2041. At the outset of her speech, Sheikh Hasina paid rich tributes to former Public Administration Minister Syed Ashraful Islam, who passed away recently. State Minister for Public Administration Farhad Hussain delivered the welcome address, while Secretary of the Ministry Faiz Ahmed gave an overview of the activities of the ministry. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary has said the Delta Plan of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is an epoch-making initiative to face adverse impacts of climate change. She made this remark while inaugurating a 3-day Climate and Agriculture Fair 2019 at Jahangirabad Hut of Pirganj Upazila in Rangpur today. Among others, the public representatives were present on the occasion. The speaker said the government has formed its own climate fund, created cyclone shelters in coastal belts, and evolved salinity, flood and drought-tolerant rice varieties to achieve sustainability in agriculture by adapting the farmers to climate change. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has said the BNP is now at a disrupted condition and breakdown tune is playing within the ODCO front. He said this to the journalists after visiting the preparations of Grand Rally to be held at Sorwardi Uddan 19th January next. Members of the Cabinet, Mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation and leaders of Awami League and its associate organizations were present on the occasion. Obaidul Qadir termed the BNP as a reckless party, adding that the government is very patient indeed. He said, side by side with the great victory, the Awami League has a great responsibility for the country and the countrymen as well. Obaidul Qadir said it would be better for the government if the Grand Alliance acted as an opposition in Parliament, because it will bring the welfare of the people of the country through their strong and constructive criticism during the Shangshud sessions. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has said the Awami League will celebrate its victory in the 11th National Parliamentary Election through a grand rally to be held at Sorwardi Uddan on 19th January next. He said this at a discussion meeting organized by the Swechhasebok League at Sorwardi Uddan in Dhaka today. President of Swechhasebok League, Mullah Muhammad Abu Kausar, presided over the meeting, which was also attended by General Secretary Pankaj Debnath, Awami League Organizing Secretary Bahauddin Nasim, Deputy Minister of Water Resources Mohibul Hassan Chaudhry Naufal, and Housing and Public Works Minister S.M. Rizaul Karim. Obaidul Qadir called upon the leaders and workers to work unitedly to make the Grand Rally a success.
Bangladesh Krishak League organized a joint meeting at Bangabandhu Avenue in Dhaka today to make the 19th January Grand Rally of Bangladesh Awami League to be held at Sorwardi Uddan a success. Presided over by the President of the Krishak League, Muhammad Motahar Hussain Mullah, among others, General Secretary Advocate Shamsul Haq Reza, Vice President Sheikh Muhammad Jahangir Alam, Joint General Secretaries Advocate Umme Kusum Sriti, and Krishibid Shomi Chandra, Organizing Secretary Krishibid Bishwanath Sarkar Bitu, and central leaders of Dhaka district also addressed the function. The speakers urged the leaders and activists to work unitedly for the implementation of the programs taken by the Krishak League for making success the Grand Rally of Bangladesh Awami League. Bangladesh Awami League is distributing its nomination papers for parliamentary reserved seats among the aspirants in the 11th Jatiyo Shangshad for the third day with festive mood. The aspirants coming from different divisions and districts are collecting their nomination papers with party activists from political office of Awami League President Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at Dhanmondi in the capital today. A total of 1,389 candidates have collected their nomination papers in these 3 days. The international community has assured Bangladesh of continuing its support to Bangladesh in every possible way to achieve Bangladesh's development goals, ensuring its peace, progress and prosperity. Dean of Diplomatic Corps and Ambassador of Vatican to Bangladesh, Archbishop George Kocheri, said this on behalf of all diplomats stationed in Dhaka during a briefing at State Guest House Podda in the capital today. The new Foreign Minister, Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen, invited all the ambassadors, high commissioners to brief them about his plan. State Minister for Foreign Affairs M. Shahriar Alam and Foreign Secretary M. Shahidul Haq were also present at the meeting. This was the first such briefing after the 11th parliamentary election and formation of the new government led by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina for the third consecutive term. Ambassador Kocheri said Foreign Minister Dr. Momen shared his ministry's plan, including Rohingya issue and economic diplomacy. Dr. Abdul Momen thanked the foreign delegates for long-standing support for Bangladesh. The High Court today rejected the writ petition that challenged the legality of the oath of 11th parliamentary members. The High Court bench of Justice Moinul Islam Chaudhry and Justice Muhammad Ashraful Kamal passed the order as the petition had not been placed before it properly. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Anisul Haq has said the work for confiscating the assets of war criminals' family members has started last year and now it will be finalized. He said this to the journalist at Akhaura of Brahmanbaria today. The minister said BNP has enough time to join the parliament after taking oath, otherwise people will see what consequences are waiting for them. Kuakata Sea Beach in Potuakhali is getting popularity day by day. It is the only beach in the country from where the tourists can witness both sunrise and sunset. Visitors also like Buddhist temples, Rakhine culture, red crabs, willow plantation and various kinds of boats which are seen in Kuakata. The government led by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has taken various initiatives to present the natural beauty of Kuakata beach before the tourists from home and abroad. The Prime Minister also allocated 140 crore taka for infrastructural development which will facilitate tourists visiting Kuakata Sea Beach with ease. Kuakata will be connected with other parts of the country through road communication after completion of Paira Bridge, which is under construction. Installation works of Paira Power Plant and Paira Deep Seaport are also progressing fast. Information Secretary Abdul Malik informed that tourist facilities will be increased after completion of the ongoing development projects. Kuakata Sea Beach will be connected to the highway of development soon, he added.
Now, international news. Theresa May is to meet MPs to try to find a way forward for Brexit after her slim victory in the no-confidence vote. The UK Prime Minister saw off a bid to remove her government from power by 325 to 306 votes, the day after her plan for leaving the EU was rejected. Afterwards, Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn refused to join talks unless the threat of a no-deal exit was ruled out. The Prime Minister said she wanted to approach discussions in a constructive spirit. Speaking outside Downing Street after talks on Wednesday night with the Liberal Democrats, SNP and Plaid Cymru, Theresa May called on MPs to put self-interest aside. She must present a new plan for EU withdrawal to Parliament by 21 January. The United Nations Security Council has voted unanimously to deploy up to 75 observers to Yemen's port city of Hodeidah. The monitors will be sent for 6 months to supervise a ceasefire and the withdrawal of rival forces following a truce deal signed in Sweden last night.
The result of voting is as follows. The draft resolution.
9 people have been arrested in Kenya following an attack on a luxury hotel compound in the capital, Nairobi, that killed at least 21 people. All 5 militants who stormed the Dusit 2 hotel and business complex on Tuesday have been killed. A major hunt is underway to find those who helped organize it. Somalia-based Islamist group Al-Shabaab says it was behind the attack. Kenya's Red Cross says everyone who was missing has now been accounted for.
Commissioner of Sri Lanka to Bangladesh, General A.W.J.C. De Silva, met Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen at the Foreign Ministry in Dhaka today. The Foreign Minister informed the Sri Lankan envoy that under the able leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh is moving forward to become a developed country. He sought all-out cooperation from Sri Lanka in the development initiatives of Bangladesh. Later, the outgoing ambassador of Nepal, Dr. Chop Lal Bhushal, paid a farewell visit to Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen. During the visit, the Foreign Minister said Bangladesh is enjoying a warm relationship with Nepal and trade and commerce should be increased for further strengthening the bilateral relations. LGRD and Cooperatives Minister Muhammad Tajul Islam has said cooperative systems should be revitalized to build an advanced and prosperous Bangladesh. He said this in a view exchange meeting with Bangladesh Samobai Bank Limited officials at its office in the capital today. Among others, State Minister for LGRD and Cooperatives Shopon Bhattacharya, Rural Development and Cooperatives Division Secretary Muhammad Kamal Uddin Talukdar and Bangladesh Samobai Bank Limited Chairman Muhammad Mohiuddin Ahmed were present on the occasion. Vowing to overhaul the cooperative system for proper empowerment and ensuring accountability, Muhammad Tajul Islam told that it is possible to further boost up rural economy through cooperatives as the rural people are potential ones. The government has fixed 1,28,000 taka as airfares for Hajj pilgrims this year, reducing 10,191 taka compared to the last year's 1,38,191 taka. State Minister for Civil Aviation and Tourism Muhammad Mahbub Ali said at a press conference after an inter-ministerial meeting held at the conference room in the Secretariat today. State Minister for Religious Affairs Advocate Sheikh Muhammad Abdullah, Secretary of the Civil Aviation and Tourism Ministry Muhammad Mohibul Haq and Secretary of the Religious Affairs Ministry Muhammad Anisur Rahman attended the meeting. Mahbub Ali said the Bangladesh Biman will perform its duty properly so that people could perform Hajj smoothly. He sought cooperation from all in reducing suffering during Hajj. A cultural performance titled Happy Chinese New Year Gala 2019 was held at Bangladesh Shilpokala Academy in the capital today. The Chinese Embassy in Dhaka, Bangladesh Shilpokala Academy, Bangladesh China Friendship Center and Department of Culture and Tourism of Yunnan Province of China jointly arranged the event. Shilpokala Academy Director General Liaquat Ali Lucky, Chinese Ambassador to Bangladesh Zhang Zuo and Secretary in charge of Cultural Affairs Ministry Rukhsana Malik spoke on the occasion. Chinese Ambassador Zhang Zuo said his country wants to enhance its bilateral ties with Bangladesh on all fronts in the upcoming days. Later, a pleasant cultural event was performed.
Now news on sports. Cristiano Ronaldo's goal proved decisive as Juventus defeated 10-man AC Milan by 1-0 to win the Supercoppa Italian in Jeddah last night. In the 61st minute, the Portugal forward headed through the limp hands of Milan goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma, which was enough to settle a low-key affair. It comes as Ronaldo's first trophy with the Serie A giants and also history for Juventus as they become the first team to win 8 Supercoppa titles. It was the second time that Juventus coach Massimiliano Allegri has lifted the trophy, having lost to AC Milan in 2016 and Lazio last year. Before we end the bulletin, headlines once again. Government on zero tolerance policy against corruption in administration, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at Public Administration Ministry. BNP in hot soup and Oiko front dismantling, comments Obaidul Qadir visiting January 19 rally venue. High Court rejects writ petition challenging oath-taking of members elected to 11th Parliament. Foreign diplomats to fully cooperate with new government and support Bangladesh in peace, development and prosperity, informs Foreign Minister at briefing. Development work of Kuakata municipality of pace, construction of Paira Bridge to establish uninterrupted road communication across country, bringing dynamism to tourism. Theresa May survives confidence vote, urges Parliament members to work unitedly for Brexit. And Juventus win Italian Super Cup Championship, beating AC Milan by lone goal.
That will be